this is Alex and I'm here at Ton Son Nhat International Airport in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. I'm about to fly out to Bangkok, and for the next few days I'm going to show you a bit of Thailand and show you what teaching English abroad out in Southeast Asia is like, focusing a bit more on Thailand than I have before because it's a beautiful country and I just want to get out there and do that, you know, show you a little bit more about it. So I'm about to fly out. My flight is actually boarding right now, so I'm going to hop on. Packed a carry-on bag here. It's definitely the way to get around Southeast Asia. With carry-on luggage, you don't want to check a bag in. That's just a waste of time. So keep it nice and light and then you can just travel around super easy. And yeah, this is going to be a great trip. So for the next few days, I'm going to show you what Bangkok is like, the islands, and I better go, otherwise I'm going to miss my flight. So let's do this. All right, I just got through international customs and boarded the plane with my ticket and my passport. And I need to show you something. Who is that? That is not me. What the heck? I can't believe that just happened. I just got through with someone else's ticket. It's really freaky. I don't know what's gonna happen now. I don't know how that happened. I guess let's just see if I make it to Bangkok. You want to say hello?
Hello.
So, are you gonna go watch my videos on YouTube?
Who's that?
We're just talking about how in Asia they like to have whiter skin than in Western countries.
Grass different?
Yeah.
Sexy?
I can just hold it like this. And you can talk.
Your hands, your legs and your arms.
The Bangkok SkyTrain is awesome. Straight from the airport into the city, and then you can get around the city using the SkyTrain. It's really effective. The BTS, and there's other lines too. So I thought I had the Thai train system figured out, but we actually just went on the train like in the completely wrong direction. Only for one stop though, until we realized we're going the wrong way. So now we're getting on and going the right way. That way. Back in Bangkok. What do you think? Bangkok.
I'm happy. I come back here again. Before, long time ago I came here. And now I come again.
So much pink. There's a pink motorbike, pink bus. Got a pretty nice little room here. Can't complain. All right, made it to Bangkok, and I'm at this really nice hotel here in the city. As you can see, I've got a great pool here. Just caught the end of the day, a bit of sunlight before it's starting to get a bit dark now, and I got a bit of a view of the skyline. Bangkok has a really amazing skyline, and I don't think I got any clips of it, but coming in on the SkyTrain from the airport, you see the whole city, and it's actually a very green city. And I forget that, and I also forget how much I enjoy this city when I do come here. Every time I come back, I'm like, I just get that feeling like, I miss being here. So it's good to be back. So I made it here even though the name on my ticket was wrong, and I got through customs and international security and everything with the wrong name. Like, they must have just not noticed. I don't know how that happened. I hope the other guy got through, or maybe they printed a double, I'm not sure. But anyway, and that's something I wanted to bring up about traveling in Southeast Asia, is it's so cheap. That flight was $50. I think maybe with taxes and fees and stuff, maybe $60 from Vietnam to Thailand. And I think that's something people don't know about Southeast Asia. When you're living out here, whether it's in Vietnam or Thailand, it's just really cheap to fly around and get to other places and just go on trips like this, shorts and sweet. And I expect to spend a few $100s, right? And that's one of the things, if you're making a teacher's salary out here, then you can actually, travel quite a bit very easily throughout Southeast Asia. So that's just one of the perks of teaching out here. So something I kind of wanted to address in this video, and this is something that is very relevant right now because as you saw, I just met up with Nham and just met her on the flight. She was sitting next to me. Very cool Vietnamese girl, and she's flying here to meet a friend, and we just started chatting, and then we got to hang out a bit, right? And that just reminded me of the fact that this is the first time I've traveled solo in a while, and I forgot what that was like because I've done a few trips recently with friends, and that's cool. You have the whole crew going on a trip. That's really fun. But I forgot how awesome it was to actually just go on your own and meet people. And that's really relevant to teaching out here because every single time that I've moved to a new country, I haven't known a single person. So when I first came to Asia 3 years ago, I didn't know anyone. Went to South Korea, started teaching there. I didn't know a single person. And that was kind of overwhelming at first, but I got used to it. And then after a while, I made friends with some people who will be friends for life. And that situation of putting yourself in there, and that's kind of situation where you have to make friends and you have to put yourself out there, is something very powerful that I forget because sometimes when I'm in my comfort zone, living in Vietnam for a while now, I've just got quite used to it, right? And it's easy and it's comfortable. But coming out here again reminded me of that. And it reminded me that a lot of people have that experience. And that's what's holding a lot of people back from coming out to explore Asia and maybe stay longer term and do something like teaching English. Now, this past year, I've helped over 100 people through Ninja Teacher get started teaching out in Asia, South Korea, Vietnam, Cambodia. And it's been really, really cool to do that because I've seen people on that verge of making the decision and then finally pulling the trigger and going ahead with it. And of course, there's lots of factors involved, if it's the right time in your life, if it's actually something you would enjoy, you gotta ask yourself that. And everything's gotta line up so that it works out. But if it does, and you just take that leap and come out here, then there are all these opportunities like just coming out here to Bangkok for a weekend, say if you're living in Vietnam, or if you're coming out to live in Thailand. But you need to take that first step and just realize that even if you come alone, you will meet people. And not only that, you'll probably meet people that will be really, really awesome and you'll make friends for life. I mean, if you come with a friend or a partner, that's awesome too. I think it's a great thing to do with a friend or partner. But personally, having moved to new countries multiple times in Asia and started living there, I think there's absolutely nothing like that. I lived in Thailand for 2 months last year, and that was fantastic. And so I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to show all of you a little bit more about Thailand and talk a little bit more about the opportunities living and teaching out here too, and ways to get started teaching out here in Asia. So I'm gonna have a swim and then go get some Thai food. I've been dying to get my Thai food fix since I arrived. It's gonna be fantastic. I love Thai food. And then over the next few days, I'm going to be heading down to the islands and showing you guys a bit more of that, which are absolutely beautiful. And it's going to be a very action-packed few days, but that's kind of what I wanted to talk about briefly here, is just the fact that, as I said, I stayed in Thailand and lived here for 2 months before. And along with coming alone to a country like this and just making that big step to come out here, I would say the opposite of what I'm doing, like, all these activities are going to be crammed into the next few days, which will give you a sense of what life is like out here to a certain extent. I think living out in a country is really where you get this amazing opportunity to experience the culture, to travel around, to see the people, meet people. Like I just met someone today, obviously she's from Vietnam, but you could meet the locals and get to know the locals. And also meet other foreigners from all over the world who are out here teaching English. So I don't think that it's something that everybody should do, but I think that teaching English out here is something that gives you the opportunity to do that. And of course there's other benefits, like you're actually making a difference, improving the education out here, because English is a very important thing for students to learn. But other than that, I mean, there's just the fact that living out here for an extended period of time, meeting the people, experiencing the culture, and everything that comes along with that, including the challenges. And that's why I say it's not necessarily for everyone. So I guess I'll talk a little bit more about that over the next couple of days. Leave a comment below and let me know if you have any questions about Thailand and living out here or teaching English, and I'll make sure to talk about them a little bit more and answer those questions too. And we'll get a little bit more into this great opportunity that is teaching English abroad, and I'll chat to you more about that on the way down there. Alright, speak to you then. Peace.